What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video preview. Today we're going to be checking out the Infinity Studio X Penguin Toys Suicide Squad Harley Quinn life-size silicone statue. This is more than just a bust. It's almost, your typical bust doesn't have an arm, let alone two arms. This is like a half torso, like full-blown statue. So it's much more than just a bust. Infinity Studios has been creating tons of these crazy busts lately where they're half bodies and they're just insanely good detail and paint job and likeness. So you can see, really good likeness to Margot Robbie. I don't think it's perfect. I think it's about 95%. But it is really good. I mean, you can definitely, when you see it, you definitely think Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, but there's definitely something slightly off about it. Especially like this angle. When I see that angle, I'm like, I don't know. Other angles, it looks good. It has the real hand-punched hair, a full-blown wooden bat. She's holding her gun. So tons of detail. Awesome-looking base as well. I like that base. Very suicide-themed. It has the logo. Yeah, from this angle, it looks better. Now here it looks pretty darn good. The detail looks really well done. They do glass eyes, silicone skin, resin body, probably silicone hand as well. And here's the measurement. So this thing's 34 inches width. That is super wide. 30 inches tall, 18 and a half. Although these measurements are off. It's 18 and a half deep, 34.6 width. They just have that backwards, but super, super wide. So that makes it very difficult to display because of that arm. Height-wise is your typical bust, 30 inches. It's just that arm with the bat. I almost wish I love the idea of that, but it also causes the width to be so much. So I'd love the option to get it without that. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, it is a phenomenal looking bust. And I think the eyes look really well done. I think Infinity Studios does do a better job than Queen Studios when it comes to the silicone busts. There's tend to be just higher quality, better likeness. Although they haven't delivered many in hands. They've shown off probably 10 to 15 busts. They all look really, really good. We've seen a few Wonder Woman in hands, and the likeness did drop, and the detail did drop. It was not as good as the prototype. I'd say it's about 90% as good. And when you're paying this much money, you expect to get that exact thing you see, not 90% as good. So this is limited to 400, which is a pretty limited edition size, only one version, but you're looking at $3,999. Plus tax, which for me is 7%, so, $300 in tax, pretty much, and shipping. And shipping on something like this, now if you order through Sideshow, you're probably going to spend anywhere from $100 to $350 in shipping. If you were to order this through, let's say, a retailer who imports it from China, you'd probably be spending $500 to $750. And you probably wouldn't pay tax, but shipping will be cheaper through Sideshow, plus far superior customer service and whatnot. So I would recommend, if you're ordering this, go through Sideshow. Don't use a retailer. Am I going to order this? I would love to own this, but with tax and shipping, this is easily going to be over $4,500. And in my current situation, I sell statues to buy new. And when it comes to my DC setup, I have very limited space. And it's pretty much all 1/3 and half scales. I don't really have space for a bust 34 inches wide. I'd have to get rid of my half scales to do this if I wanted to get something like this. And I'm simply not going to do that. I love my DC setup right now. I think it's pretty on point. And I already have a Harley 1/3, which I absolutely love. I know it's not as detailed as this, but I have 4 heads, great pose. It's 28 inches tall, and I love it. So I'm going to stick with that and pass on this, unfortunately. I think for the most part, I'm just going to avoid human life-size busts. If it's a human bust, I'm going to avoid it. Although there are certain exceptions, like my Jason bust, and if I ever got the Terminator bust, where there's like a monstrous feel to it, then I think it's okay on my list. But yeah, this Harley is really, really nice. No doubt, I love it. Yeah, and you can already see when they put this oversized item, you know shipping is going to be mega expensive. Expect $400 shipping from Sideshow on this. But I do absolutely love this. The only thing I would change is I think the likeness could be slightly improved. And I do think her titties need to be a little bit bigger. I think they're just a tad too small. I mean, we've all seen Wolf of Wall Street, and they're not this small. She looks almost flat-chested here. So that is another reason I'm passing. That bugs me quite a bit. You'd have to stuff it if you got it, I feel. Anyways, folks, let me know your thoughts and comments below. Are any of you guys going to be jumping on this incredible, insanely lifelike bust of Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie? Or do you also think that the statue game is just getting too expensive, out of control? I mean, $4,000 plus shipping and tax, like $4,500, $4,700. That's just insane. I mean, I've spent $5 on my Cinema Cat Predator, which is a rare circumstance, and $3 on a lot of Grails. But God, $4,500 for a bust, that's just insane. Seems like this is the future of collecting, which if it is, I think it's going to price out 95% of collectors, no doubt. Anyways, folks, that is it. Let me know your thoughts and comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.